All right, so what we are looking at here is called sticky tape, and we want to investigate what happens when we're playing with Scotch tape. And with the holidays coming up or just past, you're wrapping presents and your Scotch tape keeps rolling up on you, and we want to see what's going on there. So what I have set up is I have two pieces of tape, and then I have a piece of paper and a piece of aluminum foil. And I'll show you how I separated these. We have a top tape and a bottom tape. And on the table, this is how I got my top and my bottom tape. So we really have three pieces of tape here. And we have this one that's just flat against the table. And then I have a bottom tape and a top tape. So the lab that we're looking at is sticky tape. It looks like this, and there's instructions. You should have opened this on your iPad, or you should have a paper copy. We have this base layer, and then we have the top and the bottom. What we're going to do is rip off the top and the bottom and then separate those two. Here you can see we have the setup of the foil, the paper at the top and the bottom setting out. That's already done. What we are going to focus on during this demo is this interaction of this table here. Okay, so I have these here are the ones that are hanging right there, and we are going to see if we take another piece of top tape and touch it to these or get it close to these, how they interact. So let me go ahead and prep the tape, and I'll show you how I do that. So I've got them sitting here. I'm going to grab both the top and the bottom, so I have both pieces, and I'm just going to rip them right off. Okay, and then I am going to separate them apart. We're going to go ahead and leave the bottom tape down here, and we're going to use the top tape and see how it interacts with these others. So on your data table, we are going to take the top tape to the top tape. So here is my top tape. I have it here. I'm going to try to bring it close to this top tape, and they move away from each other, so they repel. On your lab paper, in the top box that is able for you to write on, you need to write repel, strong repel. Now if I take this top tape and I bring it close to the bottom tape, oh no, they attract. So we have an attraction with the top tape to bottom tape, and they just really like talking to each other. So we want to write attraction, strong attraction there. So to clarify, let me pick up the paper. In this box here we have strong repel, and then here we have strong attraction. Now let's see what happens with the foil. So we've got our top tape and we're bringing it close to the foil. An attraction, not quite as strong as the bottom tape. And then if we bring it close to the paper, again we can get a close attraction, but not quite as strong as what we saw with the paper. Now if we go with the bottom piece of tape and we put it next to that top tape, we see that repulsion. Here, let me turn it to the side. You can see they want to be away from each other, but with bottom tape to bottom tape, oh, these are attracting. There we go. And bottom tape to bottom tape, we see a slight repulsion here. To the foil, oh, some slight attraction, and with the paper, again, a tiny interaction. So for the second row of your table you're filling in, to the top we had a strong repulsion, and then to the bottom, or I'm sorry, to the top we had a strong attraction, to the bottom we had a strong repulsion, foil, and paper we had weak attractions. That was with the bottom tapes. Okay, next up it says foil, so we're going to take a separate piece of foil, and foil to tape, we have a attraction, foil to the bottom tape, another attraction to paper, nothing to foil, nothing. For the paper, paper to top tape, attraction, paper to bottom tape, attraction, paper to paper, nothing, paper to aluminum foil, nothing. Last up, it talks about plastic, and with the plastic, we need to, we're going to charge our plastic. So we're going to take steel wool or wool and rub plastic. This would be similar to like building up static you would when you rub your feet across the floor in socks. Okay, so we've got a nice little charge on here. Ooh, major attraction to the tape and repulsion to the bottom tape. So what we see here is that this piece of plastic is behaving a lot like the bottom piece of tape. And then we have an attraction to the paper and to the aluminum foil. So go ahead and finish filling those in, and we will look at some notes that summarize this whole setup.